Hey there, my name is Rohit Kumar, and today we are going to discuss another very important database, and it is also known as dataset, obviously. And you must be very well aware of this particular dataset because it is used in so many different papers, and it is very popularly known as the common database of handwritten digits. So it is the nested database, and this particular dataset is available from this particular page. The address is given here. I have highlighted this, and it has the training set of 60,000 examples. Okay, so the test samples of 10,000 examples are listed over. Then this is a particular subset of the largest set available from NIST. And if you have the sort of information related to this particular data set already, then I think you don't need to go into this particular basic theory. You can directly jump onto the downloading links, and then you can have the kind of downloading whichever you want to do. Okay, so where are those? Okay, here at the starting only they have given here. Okay, so the 4 files are available, and the training testing images as well as the labels are provided over here. Then you can go and have a look around the information if you don't know already about this particular data set. So what is the information that you should know about this thing? So here they have made it bold, and it is very important line that if your browser is supporting the kind of uncompressing facility, then obviously it might be a case that you have downloaded a larger size file. And you might be wondering that how my browser or the file got larger in size. So it is because of the uncompressing supported by your browser. Okay, so don't worry. Additionally, if the original images are the black and whites, and these images are from the NIST, so these are normalized to fit into a 20 by 20 pixel box. But many times it is the point that if you do some sort of pre-processing with respect to some classifier, then the accuracy rate may go up or down. And specifically, they have said that the error rate improves. So with respect to multiple classifiers and with respect to the specific pre-processing, they have shown that how the error rate is getting influenced. Okay, so here you can see that the linear classifiers, k nearest neighbors, and the sort of boosted stumps, nonlinear classifiers, then the support vector machines and neural nets, etc. So many different classifiers and the related pre-processings are discussed over here with respect to their respective test error results. Now, point is that wherever or whenever you are doing some sort of pre-processing, you have to report it in your research, because why your error rate is improving, or how you have considered the kind of pre-processing that you have applied onto a particular data set, you should report to your readers. Then only they will get to know that what sort of particular pre-processing you have taken into account. So here you can see that with respect to different works and the articles published, they have listed down the different sorts of classifier as well as the processing pre-processing related details. Okay, similar sort of things is expected from the uh, different authors also. So here I think they have given this thing. Yes, here they have given this. You can see that with some classification methods, the error rate improves when the digits are centered by bounding box rather than center of mass. Okay, so if you do this kind of pre-processing or some other pre-processing, then you should report it in your publication. It is focused as a should, but you have to, because many times the kind of thing that if you do, because in many machine learning or kind of AI papers, you will see that so high accuracy rates is claimed, and it is many times kind of very ambiguous that why these sort of accuracies are coming. So to be justifiable at your result side, you need to report that what sort of pre-processing you have applied, and it improves your authenticity as well as your creditship. Okay, so now coming down, so the related references, the file formats of the nested dataset, the training set label files, training set image file. These files are already discussed above, but the related IDX file formats, etc. details are given over here. So I think you have known about all the things related to this particular dataset. And if you want to contact with the authors of this particular research, so you can contact to Jan Lukun. He's a professor in the New York University, and the other author detail is also provided down here. Okay. Additionally, many times we do wonder that what sort of other related details we can have with respect to particular data set. So you should go and have the kind of check on the related research articles, because every research article which makes use of a particular data set, they do provide the kind of information that we have used in this particular data set, or we have used this particular sort of pre-processing. So in this aspect, you get to know that how you can improve the kind of accuracy, or what sort of different methods you can use for the kind of pre-processing if you want to achieve a particular kind of result. So with respect to NIST, as it is a particular data set with respect to images, means that the modality is the kind of image related data set. So here are the some of the things that you can do. So you can have the kind of image classification, you can have the certain sequential image classification, or the kind of clustering, etc. So all the kind of operations that you want to perform onto an image data set, that you can perform with respect to this particular data set also. Some of the there are other data sets also related, closely related to NIST, like USPS, UVHN, etc. So we'll cover those data sets in our other videos. But focusing on to the NIST data set, some of the works that those have made use of this particular data set, I want to tell you. So the domain separation networks, deep learning with differential privacy, the likelihood ratio of out of distribution detection, and the database distillation with infinity wide convolution networks, etc. So there are so many works available. I have just recited three or four. If you want to have more, then I can recite more, like the adversary latent autoencoders, and empirical evaluation of generic convolution and recurrent networks for sequential modeling. Then the pervasive level errors in test sets, destabilize machine learning benchmarks, etc. So if you want to go onto the Google Scholar, you might be wondering that how I'm deciding. It is not a some new thing. It is very common. You can go to Google Scholar, you can have the kind of search with respect to a specific work, and with respect to most of the image related data set, if they are focusing on to the kind of handwriting related research, then obviously they will, it is a higher probability that they are making use of NIST, because it is kind of very popular and very authentic data set. So in this way, I'm going to close this particular video. If you didn't like anything, please let me know through your comments, and thanks for watching again, and happy learning.